Welcome back to the channel. We're going to try some The Crew 2. We have not played this game yet. I've had it for a couple of weeks, but I've had issues with trying to log in to be able to make it function. So we're going to try it and see what we get into. Try that dude, I guess. Close enough. He's a lot less weight than I have, but he'll do. That was me 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Yeah, this it's taking a bit to load here.
Hero Yuki Carter. Hey, call me Hero. Pleasure to meet you. I was beginning to think you and your driver weren't going to make it. I'm from Live, the camera company sponsoring this race, and I'll be heading up this event. Walk with me.
Look, thanks again. I'm really stoked about this. Thanks for giving us the shot.
Don't mention it. We're always on the lookout for new talent. You and your friend fit the bill. And I don't have to tell you this, but if you do right by yourselves in this race, you'll see a lot of doors opening up for you.
Gotcha. We won't disappoint you.
Disappoint me? That's not what this is about. It's your chance to impress people who matter. The events my company organizes are a feeder for every racing family out there. You do want to race, yes?
Oh yeah, this is such a big deal for us. We tried broadcasting our races, but no dice. I guess nobody wants to see nobodies.
Trust me. Just show the world what you've got at this one. You'll get followers like that. Run a good race, you'll find your options and your followers increasing.
We'll give it our best.
Hero, my friend. I don't want your best. I want legendary badass. Anyway, I've got to go. Something about putting on a race. Best of luck.
Okay, thanks. You're good to go, buddy. Break a leg. Hell, break anything you have to. Drive like I know you can, and we'll be in the business in no time.
I hope they have some dodges in here too.
Welcome to the city that never sleeps. In this event, you'll see New York taken over by racers in a way you never could have imagined. It's not just a city, it's a playground for the best pilots and drivers of today and tomorrow. We're here today to watch the first episode of this year's Live Extreme Series. In this new season, talented newcomers have a shot at taking on established stars and a chance to impress all the racing teams out here. And believe me,
It's a little bit like GTA driving as far as the controls go.
they need to generate excitement. That's how fans flock to them. And that's what it's all about, right? Become a racer, steal the show, and see your follower numbers soar. Speaking of soaring, get a load of that jump. There you have it, folks. The numbers are going through the roof.
Wow, this is pretty cool. That's different. Oh, now I'm in a boat. Cool. Fun way to start off a game. I do like the fact that they are real cars.
You'll gain followers by winning, of course, but that's not the only way. Do a spectacular stunt like this, and the fans will come a-running. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out the mechanics of this. It kind of says what to do, but what it's saying isn't adding up to me. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll do what we got to do just to be able to start the game. Really, this is just the beginning, I believe.
We're 2/3 of the way through, and I believe we're watching a new star exploding onto the circuit.
I don't know who this new star is, but sounds pretty lame.
We kick it up a notch
Yeah.
for their grand finale.
The planes.
This is how it is these days. Just being a good pilot isn't enough anymore. You've got to shine on and off the course, staying sharp on the social media side. It's simple math. The more followers you have, the more followers you'll get. Sign on with your first racing team, and the second will start looking at you. Pile up supporters, and the contracts will be knocking on your door. To put it another way,
I missed the checkpoint.
enough followers will open up new styles of racing. We call them disciplines. You'll call them awesome. And isn't awesome what we're all after?
Yeah, alright. Alright, at least we made that one. Oh shit. Oh shit. I guess we can say flying is not my forte in this game. Oh shit. This is awful. Can I get a stand-in to fly for me since I can't fucking do it? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Just get me a fucking car. Come on, the boat was okay, but this driving shit, this flying shit, I hate it. I think the more I play with it... No, I can't see anybody following this fucking fool. Can't even drive. I missed the checkpoint because I'm too fucking high. Alright, maybe we're gonna pass off of this shit.
This was the Live Extreme Series, Episode 1. Thank you for watching, and remember to follow us on all social media.
Whatever. Don't ask me to frickin' fly one of them goddamn things again. I want to get back to racing a car, for Christ's sake. It's one thing if you're in a non-city environment, but you got tall buildings, short buildings, and you're barely starting the game. It's one hell of a fucking way to start it.
Cool, it is official, my friend. We have made the big time. We're still gonna have to prove ourselves, but that's more than fine. You know, we got the right stuff. There's so much to try. Boats, planes, all kinds of cars. It's like the world's biggest buffet menu. We gotta take a bite out of everything. We're talking street racers, off-road, pro racing, freestyle. We can take a test run with any of them. Or if you ask me, do them all. Pick which one you want to try first and let's go. My friend, welcome to the Motor Nation. Now, we've got 4 ways we can get this puppy rolling. It's your pick. How do you want to start?
Let's do racing. I'm not the best, nor am I the worst, but as far as the flying in this, I'm probably one of the worst ones I've got. And a nice variety of cars.
The name's Latrell.
An SRT,
Sorta like the unofficial
BMW.
welcoming committee for the street racing family. We tune our rides, show them all for racing. If that sounds like something you want in on, you gotta show me something. I'll loan you a car, but you gotta do the driving. If you win, you're one of us. Just remember, a car's a loaner. Don't scratch it.
Three, two, one.
Well, I say one thing, at least they ended the stupid plane stuff, because I clearly was not going to make that at all. I guess we got to finish the race. I don't think we're going to win it the way I'm driving. I just don't see the car picking up, and I really don't know this road or this. Oh, nitro. We'll have to use that coming up. Obviously, we're not going to be using it with the turns, because the turns are so freaking ridiculous in this. Oh, shit. Cars seem to be somewhat indestructible, I guess, for lack of a better term. What a dumbass.
Alright, you did it. Got something.
Well, you think they would have stopped me after the race? They let me run right into a fucking tree. I'd like a Charger or a Challenger next time, but I don't know if I got a choice.
Which means you punch your ticket to the spot. each other out. This guy, on the other hand, wants to keep it on the streets. His name's Edgar Marquez, but you best call him Tito. He's the champion racer around here, the king of the quarter mile. You want to take a shot at him, it's going to take everything you got. And maybe a few things I can teach you. You got talent, and I can give you skills. See those cars? One of them's yours. Reward for winning that trial. It'll be a little tougher to earn the rest, though. You gotta buy those. Win enough races, get enough cred, and you'll get to play with all sorts of toys. Drifting, drag racing, you get the idea. You gotta run, and you gotta win. Now, pick your ride. Get behind the wheel, and let's see what you got.
So we got to pick a new ride. There's a Mazda, another Mazda. Let me test drive this one. Get your free vehicle first. Well, what is this one? I don't think this is part of the test drive ones. Oh, it's got to be. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just pick a Mazda RX-7. Not the best, but it'll do. Audi. Wow, they got Ford you can pick too. Well, if I can pick a car, I'm going to pick the Ford Mustang. Guess we'll pick this. We'll go with the stock rims.
Cool. You know how we were talking about tricking out our rides? Now we've got the tools to do it at the house. Just no flame decals, okay?
I guess we'll just do a little racing. Yeah, that's a little crazy. What's deploy mean? Their crew? I don't want to join anybody else's crew. I just want to start playing a game. I'm not into that stuff. I'm content doing this. This is fun. It's like American Truck Simulator without the trucks and the simulation, and well, the cars are driving through the real cities and such too, which is awesome. Thinking about doing some. My whoa.
There's a live reward nearby we can track down and collect. The closer you are, the faster the beeps. See if you can find it.
Maybe do some ATS later. Some Jesus. Driving like a crackhead now. Well, when you start losing control in this car, you can really get squirrely. I don't foresee myself doing too much of the flying aspect, at least not now. I got to get better at it for sure, because hell, the driving is a bit complicated. Well, not complicated, challenging. Which you want it to be challenging, but you don't want it to be too much either. Yeah, I guess I kind of screwed up. Missed the turn here. A hell of a windy road here. Yeah, I love the frickin' tips and stuff that come up right in the middle when you got a turn to make, and you look at that and then crash into a frickin' wall. Yeah, figured that's going to happen. Going 110 miles an hour, or whatever the hell it is, up this windy road is not the best. If it straightens out a little bit, it'd be better, but... Yeah, it's telling me all the stuff I can do, like main menu, and I can access the menu. I can find activities to do, but I don't know. I somehow set up a waypoint, and I'm just going to drive out to it and see what it's all about. I'm just having fun just tooling around in this thing. I could care less about the activities and stuff. Yeah, we're going to be racing, obviously. Wonder if you can drive across country in this thing. Wow. It's one hell of a squirrely turn here. Talk about fast. Actually had a straightaway where we could actually do something. Oh, wow. Wow, I guess I kind of hugged the center a little bit too much. Oh well, it'll buff out. Wow. Looks like it's starting to get dark. Hopefully this guy turns his lights on automatically. Yeah, I don't want radio. I don't want none of that stuff. All this stuff goes up to YouTube, and last thing I need is having a stupid radio playing copyrighted crap, so we'll listen to the engine. The engine sounds better anyway than the goddamn music. Got around that sumbitch. I had this game, I don't know, about 3 weeks. Whoa. And I have not been able to play it because every time I tried to log into Steam to play it, the developer would come on and you have to log in and have your account with them too, have an account with them too, and all this stuff. Couldn't remember the password that I had set up, so I had to go through and reset it, which was like a week ago, and I got caught up into some other games, and I finally said, well, let's go back to this one. See if we can at least get it started. And I think I got it set up to remember everything, and I got everything written down, so if I forget the password again, we'll be good. Oh, good. I did definitely that. I drove a lot of places. Pass on the shoulder. Maybe we'll use some nitrous or something and get some speed, but we need a good straightaway to do that. And not drive off the goddamn road. Looked like that was a Charger that I passed. I hope they got those cars available to be able to get, because I'd get myself one. I'd get my Charger that I have. and smoke show. Obviously, it would not be a V6 all-wheel drive, although that's a nice car. Where I live, it's essentially you have all-wheel drive. I couldn't get a V8. I would never be able to get anywhere in it in the winter. So 6 months of the year it'd be parked. So, but in this game, oh hell yeah, I'd be getting a Hellcat or something like that, or at least an RT. I just wouldn't be driving it in the north where the snow is and stuff. And it's probably the only spot in a long time that I could actually use the nitrous to get some speed. Wow. Yeah, we're definitely going to do some races. I just wanted to get in here and rip it up with a car. And I'm glad I got an American car. Nothing against the other cars. An Audi's actually a decent car for this stuff. Because they're all-wheel drive. And they put I think they put turbo engines in them. I know the Transporter, the movie Transporter, I think his all-wheel drive, Audi was all-wheel drive. And that son of a bitch thing could go. But I just prefer a nice Mopar. Yeah, even this Ford GT is nice too. Get me a Challenger, Charger, something of that nature. I'd be happy with that. I notice these people always manage to get out of the way. So if you end up driving on the sidewalk or they come out into the road on you, they duck out of the way pretty good. So it's not like you can run them over like you can in GTA. So, which is a good thing. You don't want to be running people over in several different type games. Just one game is fitting for that. I might rip some of that up later too. Of course, if I do any of that stuff, I will upload it to YouTube at some point. It'll be scheduled. It's like we've been driving forever. I want to see what the hell's the end of this 22-mile jaunt we've got to do here. It's funny because I'm playing earlier and somebody wanted me to join their crew, and I'm like, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not joining anything because I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So there's no point in me joining anything until I get things figured out. I want to play somewhat solo a little bit until I get a handle of what I'm doing. Of course, it's raining now, so I guess we'll have to keep it under 100 and not run into things. Yeah, right. Like that's happening. Jesus. I thought it was getting dark. Apparently just a rainstorm coming. Yeah, you better get the hell out of the way. It's raining. I'm driving like a maniac. There's no way. I don't think anybody would be going 150 miles in a rain, 150 miles rear-wheel drive car in the rain. You'd be hydroplaning off the road and killing yourself. Just saying. But it's a game. I don't think it's built on realism. Well, it states that at the beginning of the game, so basically it's... Wow, talk about crazy. Well, I should, by rights, if it's realistic, I should be cutting off the gas here and going a little slower. But no, we'll keep going 130, 150. What the heck? Besides, it's California. It doesn't rain much anyway. Desert area. It's probably the first rain it's had in a month. Well, according to that little thingamajig there on the side, it looks like I got 14 more miles to go till we hit whatever it is I picked on. I don't know, picked on, but you know what I mean, like they waypointed somehow. I had no idea what the hell I'm doing, just getting in and playing. Figuring it out as we go. It's kind of the way I do it, I wing it. Probably a lot of the figuring out I'll do off recording, but I just wanted to get in here and rip it up, and then we had the intro, which was very interesting. And then I'm looking at these cars they want to give me, and it's like Mazda, and I think the car on the end was the Mustang. But I had a drag thing on the back. I couldn't recognize it. I think that's what it was. And I didn't know if that was one of them or not. So I picked one of them, and then I was able to pick from that menu, and then I saw, well, gee, I can get a Mustang, and that one's even faster than the Mazda. I think a Mazda is probably a lighter car, so it kind of cancels out a little bit. But, I mean, it could go up to 155 miles an hour. Well, I'm taking the Mustang. They had a Mopar in there, I would have picked that over this, but I'll take what I can get for now, and then we'll figure out stuff down the line and see how we can acquire what we want and go from there. But it's very realistic as far as the scenery, how the rain looks, how the puddles look with the rain slowing and picking up and all that kind of stuff. So they spent some time designing it, the graphics and all, making it look as realistic as they possibly could. And not only that, considering you're going to be racing, you're going to be going fast all of the time. They really didn't have to, but they did anyway. I guess if you theoretically decide you want to pull over and rest for a minute, you can sit by and watch all the scenery. It's a good thing there's not much traffic coming, because I would have been in I don't know how many crashes already. I'm wondering if this saves your progress right where you leave off. So if I stop it at the end of this little run, it'll pick up where I left off, and then I can just pick this up again, and we'll have an episode 2 waiting in the wings to figure out what we want to do. because first one was just basically me riding around. Probably going to be boring to some, but me, I'm having a ball. I just don't want any freaking flying shit right away. I want to get used to that. I'm hoping if they have us do that stuff, which I believe they will, we will be able to get some practice runs in there before they actually expect anything of us. Because I'm not really that good even in the racing part of it. Yeah, we're almost there. Wherever the hell that is. Yeah, we don't need that stop sign. We have no intention of using it. Yep, we're going to take out some landscaping too. We don't need those fences. I like the rocks and stuff. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of American Truck a little bit. See a lot of that in that game, especially when you're on the west coast and mid part of the country there. You know, New Mexico, places like that. You see a lot of that stuff. Obviously, you see them in California, Nevada, Utah too. We got 3 miles to go, and we're going to be there to whatever it is we picked, which I have no idea what it is. If it's some sort of a race or something like that, we'll end it, and then we'll do the race in the next one. And then we'll start off the episode with a race. This was us getting there, basically. Wow, talk about turns are crazy. It's kind of like I might as well slow down because it wouldn't be any better for me to keep going at this speed. Not until it straightens out a little. Damn. Yeah, we're almost there. Suspense is killing me. I think I just picked a random freaking waypoint, and that's where I sent ours. Yeah, it's pretty much what it was. Gotta love it. We're gonna go on the map. All right, well, we're going to end it right there. We just did some free roam riding around. I thought I was actually going to a race or something. I think we're going to pick a race, and then we'll do that the next time. But if you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, try to think about tapping on the subscribe button and giving us a go. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.